Thank you very much for stopping by the Gordon Miller Show, where you're in for another big show, like Ed Sullivan used to say, you know, the late great Ed Sullivan. You're in for a big show, the big show. That's nothing compared to the Gordon Miller Show. Ed Sullivan has nothing on my channel. Wow. Maybe he had better guests, I guess. Back then, back in the day. But I wanted to talk to you guys about landlord agencies, not rental property agencies. Now, like I say, there just seems to be a lot of red tape with these companies. You know, there's the owner, and you got the rental property management, and like the longest time, the owner still does live in a different state. A lot. I know another person they rent, and their owner lives in a different state, and it seems to be the case. That's crazy. Like where I live, the first two rental property agencies were great. They did an excellent job, and they fixed things. Now it's like, well, they have to get approval from the owner. So much red tape, you see, and then they'll say, well, we don't want this person, or we don't want this company to do it, and they want this person. For example, if you want to fix the air conditioning or fix something, the owner will say, well, we want this person, so you're going to be waiting for a long time for the owner or for that company, because that company is backed up. They don't have calls for months on end. The owner doesn't care. That's how sad it is. I mean, people don't care about people anymore. I mean, it's instead of helping out the person, you know, you're paying your money to do that. You're paying money. Boy, if every time a person, if something ran out, they should get money off rent. But of course, that will never happen. Just like CEOs, they get bailout money. Just like these rental property agencies. Look, if you're going to be in the business of doing this and be in rental property agencies, then do it properly. Do it where you can get something fixed right away. And a lot of times they don't want to pay for the best. You know, I mean, obviously you're not going to always have the money to pay for the best, but always have money out there. I mean, have a budget. You charge an arm and a leg for a person to live there. You should be able to fix something. It just seems like nowadays the rental agencies, they're in the business just to be lazy, and they sit on their butts. I know that's not everybody, and I know that I don't even know if they even have single landlords anymore, because I know a lot of single hardworking landlords, like they're just single by themselves. They don't have a person. I didn't say like if they're married or anything. I meant to say like if they're just, you got it. You know what I was talking about, the single landlords. But it just seems, it's just crazy how these rental property agencies just like my friend. I mean, he had it took him like 2 months to get a new AC, and this is like July and August. So by the time this is like middle of July. So by the time like September rolled around and it was cold out, and he finally got the AC after, and it might have even been longer than that. But there's probably individuals out there that had to wait longer. Had no AC. It's the 21st century. This isn't the 7th century. They should be able to. You should be able to get stuff, get it fixed. And otherwise, they should take money off the rent. Of course, but they'll never do that. And owners, there's so much red tape. The owner doesn't want, again, to have the person, this company to do it, so they have to wait longer because they're backed up to do something. So in the meanwhile, the rental property agency gets to, do whatever they want. It just seems like they get to do whatever they want. There's no renters' rights anymore. There isn't. So, like I say, I believe it or not, I did a recording of this, and the recording device didn't save it. So I want to end it right here, because if I go any further, it probably won't save it. So hopefully it will save it. If you're watching this in the future, obviously, it saved it. So I don't know. It's like this. You can't. Yeah, you want to say it. You want to say something, and you can't say anything to their face, but only because they have the power to say, "Oh, you're out of here. Leave." There's no renter's rights. You pay all that money for what? Just so they can take your money. All right. Thanks a lot for watching.